Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the Real Content of the Show. Because I'm doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day on this now, 22 September. It's technically the 21st, because it's 1:48. We're doing a review of the movie Purge, the first Purge. Was looking to watch a movie, so what I'm doing is from Friday to Sunday, I'm watching a movie. We're not taking it very easy because I do have a lot of videos that I have to post, video that are 2 months, 3 months old that I haven't posted. I have to free some space. I have to make a cleaning. So from Monday to Thursday we're doing a lot of things, and from Friday to Sunday it's more relaxed. So the movie of the day is again the first Purge. Now, I remember, right? I remember the first time The Purge came out. The first movie of the series came out, and I remember how excited people were and how much of a show it was. And then the second Purge came out. People were still talking about it, right? And it's weird because the third one, I don't know if they talked about it. And then it was the Eternal Purge, right? So to me, the concept kind of died down. To me, the concept kind of did this moment, right? Which is normal. You cannot make 10 movies about the same thing and doing so. What you can do is a prologue. So the first Purge does act like that we understand where it comes from. It's nuts because the Purge has always been sold to us as this event, like, hey, if you need to have if you're a person that needs to have like anger, you have anger issue, or you need to dude, it's a really good movie though. It's really good. It's just complicated. If you need to be free, if you need to exert your right to create chaos, do it. And the goal is they'll give you cash, right, if you stay on the island. And they want to see how the people will react. So there's some people that commits murder, some people that creates crime, and it's funny because it's a small handful, right? And most people are still gonna be good human beings. They don't get the what I like about that movie. It's more so about the politics behind it. See, the whole thing is okay. Well, what would we do if we're in a purge? Are we in a situation where we're attacking others? Are we in a situation where we're partaking in the purge? Are we resisting the purge? And if you look at the first movie, that's exactly it. There's a rich family. They're protecting this guy, and he doesn't want to partake in the purge, and they don't want to be in the purge, right? Which is super good because it's a human. If you were, if every single, so the idea of the purge is an important part here. If you were giving the right to forego everything, to forego every rule, would you take it? Right? And what I appreciate is the first crime we see is somebody that goes in for cash, right? And for me, it's important because I think a lot of people would do that. And then the best thing about it is he's attacking a ATM machine, which of course creates a problem, creates some victim, but there's nobody armed. And the second one, they're stealing from a shop where there's a shop owner there. So it's different, it's different. The purge also pushes the idea that the government was like, no, people that commit crimes. And I feel like this could actually be like a good, not a good video to make because I don't know enough about it and it's kind of a touchy subject. But impoverished people are more likely to commit crime. So impoverished people, it's a question of class, not class like, oh, I'm classy. A question of class of society. I'm in the highest class, I'm in the lowest class. People from the lowest class are having difficult with money, difficult with education, which is education leads to more money. And the better school you go, the better course you go, right? You're gonna be having a good course, right? And that's not giving to everybody. There's a lot of nepotism that is still happening. Oh, your father went to the school, so you're gonna be able to get to the school, right? I'm saying father hasn't been dude. If I was a girl, I said mother. Mother, we all go to hell. Mother, we all go to hell. I'm writing this letter and hope to see you well. Mother, we all go to hell. Any Chemical Romance fans in the chat? None. Sucks. So pretty good movie. If you talk about how they want to see if they choose Staten Island because it's a impoverished city. Well, in the show, I don't know if it's in real life. I don't think it's in real life. Fucking lives like Staten Island. The Impractical Joker are from Staten Island. There's a Staten Island ferry. There's a lot of things in Staten Island, and I respect that city, right? Okay, I respect it because Impractical Joker are from there, most of all, but still, that's something. So yeah, so the show, the movie is actually pretty good. Then you realize that they did something akin to, well, if poor people are partaking in the purge, then they'll kill each other, and they kill each other. That's less mouth to feed, and it's I'm gonna say this is brilliant, but this is not because at least in the beginning they're giving money. They're saying, hey, if you're willing to partake in the purge, we'll give you $5,000. The more you create chaos, the more we'll pay you. And I'm like, where the fuck does that money come from? But in the long term, if those people are dead, they're not gonna be getting some unemployment. They're not going to be getting some welfare. They're going to be getting some financial aid that the government is paying. And the guy from the NFFA is like, dude, we inherited that. We're impoverished ourselves. Like, yes, we're tackling people that are living in poverty, but we live poverty too compared to other nations. And the movie, it's more so about people resisting. Okay, there's a purge. Okay, I understand what there's a purge. We're doing. And what is really cool in that movie, what is really amazing in that movie, what I really, really, really was surprised how much I liked it, was there was no police officer, right? And now, in theory, it's logical. There's no rules. There's no law. Why would they be police officer, right? But then the only people that are able to maintain law are gangster. And what I like a lot is, I don't know much about it, but if you look at ghettos, if you look at, yeah, ghettos is a good word. If you look at ghettos, a lot of time police won't go there because it's dangerous for them, and the gangster are actually going to take care of the ghetto. The gangster are actually going to be in charge of the ghetto. If you look at old time, if you look at the mafia in the old time, the mafia were in small city, and the mafia being in small city would take care of that small city, right? So I did really like that. At the end, you had a good reason. You had a good reason. You had a yeah. When they saw that the human humanity was stronger than a need for greed or for anything else, so they sent a mercenary, which is kind of corruption. And what I do like to see is a lot of people see the movie The Purge is actually super smart, because if I'm allowed to commit crime, right, would I do it? And when you see in The Purge, you're seeing them wear a mask, which is super important, because if they weren't wearing a mask, you think they would do the crime, they would think they would commit those crimes, and I don't know. So this is something that's kind of important in the story. They send they send a lot of people to be like, hey, do create some chaos. They spend a lot of time, spend a shit ton of time. They spend like a third of the movie trying to protect this city. They're trying to protect this city, and you're like, ugh. I mean, it's kind of cool because that's what we want to see. But the purge is, how far would you go for the purge? How far would you go to stop the purge? Do you understand that purge is something that you can't stop? If you're going to partake, are you going to be protecting yourself? What is your opinion on the purge? The purge is one day. It's like in every single Halloween movie, it's based on Halloween. It's like every single Christmas movie, it's based on the Christmas, right? It's like every single Valentine's Day, c'est Valentine's en français. Valentine's Day. That's gonna be that's gonna be a one day, right? So the purge is one day. I do think they spend a little too much time protecting themselves, but apart from that, it's super good. And my my theory is, this movie would it have been working as well without other movies, because this is a prologue, right? Would the prologue have worked so well without the story? And it's kind of crazy because this is not planned. This is absolutely not planned. I swear to God, it's not planned. I was looking for a movie to watch tonight, and I saw a fan edit of Star Wars, and it was 3 hours. I'm like, oh, I don't have the time because we have a busy evening. And I was like, okay. And then it was a super fan edit. So the 3 prologue movies. So Phantom Menace, The Attack of the Clone, and Revenge of the Sith, right? And the 3 movies in 3 hours, right? And it was a prologue, and I know the prologue of Star Wars is not as good as the 4th and 5th and 6th one, right? And but the Purge is the same thing. It's a prologue to something that's already existing. That's the fact that it's a prologue and people and the Purge multiple movie exists. I don't know. Anywho, long enough fucking video. Love you guys. Take it easy.